Here's what ICU nurses with COVID-19 are doing. Okay, here, let's watch.
So I'm a nurse and I got COVID. I have been working in the COVID ICU throughout this pandemic, and not once did I ever get COVID from work. I got it from my kids. Anyways, so I tested 5 days after I started having symptoms because I thought it was just a normal cold. And sure enough, it was positive. So I call the workability line, and the lady tells me that I need to quarantine for 10 days from the start of my symptoms. And that was 10 days ago, not from when I tested positive. So here we are, 10 days from when my symptoms started, 5 days from testing positive. The workability lady calls me today and she says, "How are you feeling? How are you doing?" So I tell her I'm sneezing constantly. I have a cough still. I'm just so tired. I get short of breath. I just don't really feel like myself. Just don't feel 100%. And then she proceeds to say, well, out of 100%, where would you put yourself? Well, ma'am, I would put myself at about 60%. I just don't really feel great.
The argument is going to be, get the fuck back to work, okay?
And she proceeds to say, well, are you having any fevers? I tell her no, but also I haven't really been checking them. I'm just going off of how I feel. She says, perfect. Well, you are clear to go back to work. You are good to go. Oh, okay. So back to work I can go when I'm still having all of these symptoms and I don't feel great, but I'm good to go. Oh, and
for the record, here's how this works, okay? Your granddad falls in the fucking bathtub. Your granddad is vaccinated, but let's say he didn't get the booster yet. He falls in the bathtub. Now he's in the emergency room, and the nurse is working on him, okay? And she's still spreading COVID. Now she gave your granddad COVID. He was fine, but he slipped and fell in the bathtub, and now he has COVID on top of having ass surgery, okay? What's up? Is that good? Because that's what's happening in this situation. And this is exclusively, can't believe this Alex Jones level conspiracy came true. It's not, that's the most annoying part of this, which is why I said I would fucking talk to Too Mad about this finally, because he's so annoying, both in the DMs and shit, constantly fucking talking about how he said in DMs, he said I was akin to a Tucker Carlson style conspiracist for saying this, okay? I think he's just trying to get a rise out of me so he can make content out of it, but it's, I'm a fucking idiot, so I can't ignore him. I take the bait. Did you see his video on it? No, of course not, dude. I'm never gonna fucking do that. I don't give a shit about that, but
when it gets better, she says, make sure you don't take another test before you proceed to go back to work, because it will for sure be positive. Oh, and then she says, but that's okay. As long as you're not having fevers, you're good to go. So return to work, please. And that, my friends, is where health...
This is exactly what happened to my grandpa. He had hip surgery from a fall, got COVID in the hospital, and died. I've seen people say they're feeling 100% and look like death. Let's just base people's health on a vague scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, that's not how you do public health measures. That's not how you do public health measures. You can't do that. Leaving it up to the fucking people's vibes, personally, is the most psychotic way. It's no different than what the Republicans have been suggesting this entire fucking time.
Care is at right now. So, I don't even know what to say.
And that's what's going on currently.